Hello and welcome. This is Outright, and this is the Independence Day special video. Happy Independence Day to all of you. The video focuses on America's role in the Indo Pakistan War of 1971. The war began on December 3rd, and within a week, the top brass in the US was contemplating ideas to give India a bloody nose. Can you believe it? This betrayal by the US came to light in 2005 when America's National Security Archive, or NSA, released a series of classified documents contained by the State Department. The documents revealed how USA's attitude towards the war in India and Pakistan was shaped by its love for communist China. Many believe Washington DC wanted to protect Pakistan's interest at any cost as it sought Pakistan's help in setting in motion its ping pong diplomacy with Beijing. Apparently, it was Pakistan's Yahya Khan who helped arrange the famous 1972 visit to China by Richard Nixon, the then US president. It was not merely a coincidence that the visit came just months after the Indo-Pak War ended on December 16th. In the 1970s, the US viewed South Asia through the prism of the ultimate superiority of the US-Pakistan ties. US went all the way to help Pakistan as it was necessary to demonstrate to China that the US never leaves its allies hanging in balance when push comes to shove. The documents revealed by security archives indicated how Henry Kissinger, then US National Security Advisor or NSA, viewed India as a Soviet stooge and a force that needed to be kept in check to save ally Pakistan. On December 8th, both Nixon and Kissinger agreed to dispatch planes to Pakistan. They also sent an aircraft carrier and other naval forces in the Bay of Bengal to intimidate India, supported by Soviet arms. On December 10th, the duo involved China in their discussion. Kissinger subtly encouraged China to take military action against India in return for security guarantees should the Soviets ever invade. On that day, Kissinger openly said, if the People's Republic were to consider the situation in South Asia a threat to its security, and if it took measures to protect its security, the US would oppose efforts of others to interfere with the People's Republic. In other words, it was a simple invitation to attack India because the US viewed India as an aggressor. The US-Pakistan ties were so vital to Nixon that his administration even downplayed the reports of the ongoing genocide in East Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh, even as its consular office in Dhaka privately criticized this attitude. Astonishingly, while the US administration in 1971 encouraged China to act against India, it assured India of military support on the other hand in case China engages on its northern frontier in the Himalayas. A Times of India report from 2011 showed communications between the Indian embassy in Washington and the government in New Delhi. It highlighted how the US offered India all-out help if China were to enter the Indo-Pak standoff to favor its all-weather friend. The declassified documents also revealed how Kissinger viewed the Indian leadership. In November 1971, a month before the war, India's then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi visited Washington DC. Her purpose was to urge the US to step up efforts to stop the ongoing genocide in East Pakistan against nationalist Bengalis. When Indira left the US, Kissinger said, "Indians are bastards anyway. They are starting a war there in Bangladesh. While Indira Gandhi was a bitch, she will not be able to go home and say that the US did not give her a warm reception." Now back to China. The US offered them to attack India, but eventually the attack never happened. The Chinese chickened out. Although US was itself skeptical of China's abilities to attack India, it just wanted to pile pressure on the Indian forces. Kissinger and Nixon were soon informed that China was not prepared militarily to cause headache for India. USA's sources in Beijing confirmed that China would urge both warring sides to exercise restraint and nothing more than that. China's then defense minister Lin Bao had just died in September 1971 during a trip to Mongolia, and the Chinese did not want to jump straight into the hellfire just to serve American interests. A few days later, Pakistan surrendered in Dhaka.